everybody. We are today in our fourth and final port of call, Costa Maya, Mexico. We're here. This is Thursday morning, our last port of call, and I'm not sure we're going to get off the ship. Some of the people that are in our group, they get off and they're going to Mayan ruins, but we did those a few years ago, so we're skipping that this time. And you can see over here how long the pier is for the port here in Costa Maya. So anyway, I'm gonna go up and grab some breakfast here, and yeah, might be hanging out on the ship, or we might go just walk around. We'll see what Missy's up thinking when she gets up. She's still sleeping. Time change, which I don't like these time changes back and forth, just for two ports. It messes up. I woke up, it's like already 9 o'clock when I woke up, so yeah. Okay, so all I got here is a couple pieces of French toast, some sausage, and a what do you call it? Oh, hash brown, and some watered down orange juice. Their orange juice has been very inconsistent, and this one doesn't disappoint, or maybe it does because it's real watery. It's a real busy day in port today. We have a couple other ships. We have two royal ships. That one over there is the big one, is Liberty of the Seas, and then we also have Rhapsody of the Seas here, in addition to ours. So I think this is the most and largest ships I've seen anytime while we've been here in Costa Maya. Last year when we were here on Allure, we only had a small Oceania cruise, I believe it was. But three ships today. Three big ships. Well, Rhapsody's not all that big, but Liberty is a fairly large ship. And then, of course, us, over 4,000 passengers. So there's a lot of passengers here in port today. I'm willing to bet the port area is really busy. Okay, so I'm back. Been back a little while from breakfast. Didn't have too much, just a couple pieces of French toast and some sausage, as you can see. And I'm just back out on the balcony. I did go back out and play movie quote trivia. I'm apparently not too good at movie quotes or movies because I only got 10 out of 20. But anyway, just out here on the patio. They're doing cleaning here of the patios during our port days. So you can see these wires up and down here. Also looking at the port here, there's some poor guy down here dressed up in a turtle costume to get people to take pictures. I want to know, does anybody ever actually buy Man, that's a slow process. And a noisy one, too. I want to know, does anybody actually ever buy the photo they get taken with some silly character in a costume, or some silly costume out there? I'm kind of interested to know. They must be successful at selling those photos, otherwise they wouldn't bother taking them. So I'm just kind of interested. Have you ever bought a photo of yourself with the guy in a costume? We saw some people the other day in a parrot costume, and now we've got the guy in the turtle costume. I'd be interested to know. Anyway, there we have Liberty of the Seas over there, and the big long pier up to the port area here in Costa Maya. And then, of course, the Yucatan Peninsula. To the north, we have Playa del Carmen and Cancun. And then further south, goes into Belize. And I believe also Guatemala. Oh, it'd be Belize. Guatemala's down there too, but yeah. So the mainland of Mexico. They have a water park over here. You can go over there, I guess, and play at the water park for the day. And then the main port area where you would go and shop. They also have a dolphin discovery over there, and also where you go to catch any excursions that you may have booked, either through the ship or outside the ship. Okay, so what are we gonna do? We are going to get off the ship. We've decided we're gonna walk into the port, walk around a little bit, check some things out, walk this extremely long port, or extremely long dock. Pretty much one of the longest docks that I'm aware of any Caribbean or Mexican port. So yeah, that's the plan. Getting off. Alright, we're off the ship. Are you excited to see Costa Maya? Real exciting stuff.
It's muggy.
Yeah, it's muggy. It's not too hot. It's a little breezy at least.
Humid.
Humid, yeah. But we have the Norwegian Escape here behind us. And then over here is the Liberty of the Seas. Can't see Rhapsody of the Seas. We'll be able to see it when we get down there. But anyway, let's get going. Gotta hurry, right? Not really. Okay, so we've been walking around Costa Maya for a while. What do you think?
It's neat. There's a lot of stuff to do.
A lot of stuff to do, a lot of stuff to see. That's not hot, is it? No, okay. Like leaning against the smoker back here. But it is very busy, right? Very crowded. We're near the port exit here. They got a neat little kind of food court restaurant area. You can go over here and get some authentic tacos. You want some tacos? Missy doesn't want any authentic tacos. Anyway, we are going to head back towards the ships. Back that way anyway. Look around some more. But it is extremely busy. Almost probably 10,000 cruise passengers in port today. Busiest I've seen it. So we're getting ready to head back on board. Missy had a real fun day today. It was like what, fun 45 minutes?
Yep.
Walking through, people trying to get you to come into their shops, into their jewelry stores and whatnot. But now we're gonna head back on board the Norwegian Escape. It's gonna be exciting stuff. We're gonna grab some lunch. Yeah, we're gonna get on board, we're gonna grab some lunch and yeah, and just kind of relax. Okay, so we're back on board. You happy to be back on board? Missy's happy to be back on board. Anyway, we've come up here to the buffet. I got myself an Italian sandwich, a beef empanada, and some jerk chicken. We're going to try that for lunch here in Garden Cafe. This Italian sandwich is actually pretty good. All right, so we've been we went to the buffet, Garden Cafe, and we've been down here at the waterfront for what, about an hour? And we're just kind of relaxing, waiting for our ship to sail away. Are you waiting for it to sail away?
About asleep.
Missy's about falling asleep. Anyway, so yeah, we're just kind of relaxing down here. It's a nice day. We picked the shady side of the waterfront because the sunny side was the hot side, and it would have been the unbearable side. So nobody was sitting over there. Everybody was sitting over here. So yeah, we're just kind of waiting for that. We had lunch was pretty good up at the Garden Cafe, wasn't it? It was all right. Nothing fabulous. It's Garden Cafe, right? Just a buffet. But yeah, just waiting for sail away. Okay, so Missy actually was kind of tired. She was falling asleep in the chair while waiting for sail away. So we decided that she went ahead and took her back to the room, to the cabin, and I came back up here. I'm on the back aft of the Norwegian Escape, getting ready for sail away here. I have my camera set up here for a time lapse. Actually doing a time lapse right now. We should have the sun just starting to go down behind Liberty of the Seas there, so hopefully I'll get a time lapse of that, and then a time lapse as we pull out. I'm thinking we are going to be the first ship to depart today, because there's still a lot of people heading back to Liberty over there. Not too many people heading back here, because back on board was about 15 minutes ago. So we are going to be probably the first ones to depart and get a time lapse of us pulling away from port here in Costa Maya. It looks like we still have a few more people still to get on our ship on the Escape. More people keep strolling in. One thing today we noticed that they did not have the tram running over here from, pretty much would have run from like the back of the aft of the Liberty of the Seas, the Royal Caribbean Liberty of the Seas, up to the port area up there, and they did not have that running. They usually, I don't know if they charge a fee or if they just accept tips, but that tram was not running. That's a very long dock to have to walk. Some people weren't too pleased about that. They do have a wheelchair service. They have wheelchairs at the gangways of the ship when you get off, and then also up there at the entrance where they'll wheel you, most likely just for a tip. But yeah, that tram was not running. It's kind of disappointing, even though we didn't use it or would have been able to use it. But some other people in our party, in our group that we met when we were down in the port, they weren't too pleased, because that's a long walk out in the sun. It's hot. Pretty disappointing that that was not running today. Not exactly sure the reason why. It was running last year when we were here on Allure of the Seas. Port workers are starting to line up to help release the lines. According to my clock, it is 1 minute till 5. Looks like we still have some people not yet on the ship. Okay, so they just finished calling a couple more people. Probably those two people that were just walking down there to get back on the ship. They wanted them to call guest services, but it's most likely they aren't even on the ship. But yeah, so we should be setting sail here shortly, hopefully. Well, there they are. They're throwing down the lines. There we go. Their last line up in the back has been tossed. And away we go. Say goodbye to Costa Maya and our last port of call. Tomorrow is a sea day as we head back to Miami.